In this video, we're going to work with a background image property, and the background image property will help you to get a image and set it as a background of the div. So it's not really an image, but you get the image and you put it in the background of the div, and the div will get that background as far as it can fit on there. So this is really useful. That's why if you want to play around and control a bit more of the design, or you want to have text within that div and then also have an image at the background, which is not an image. Alright, so to make sure what I'm talking about here, let's start and give you a display here, or a sample. So we're going to say here background, then image property. Alright, then in here we have to put in a image. So just make sure you have any kind of image right now here. So we have the URL, and then the URL will be wherever you have the image stored. So make sure this is double quotations for a string, and then in here we're going to put in the command. So you put the image name where the image is stored. In my case, the image is just stored here in my desktop folder, so that's fine. So I will just type in here the image name, which is dog, and it's a JPEG file. So you put in that dog.jpg, and just put in your image, doesn't matter what, anything at all. So once we save this, go back here and refresh, you can see now something happens here in the ABC. However, you can see here we have this image here, but of course we're missing a lot of items here. So what I want to do is I want to expand the image, or at least the div that we have right now. So right now we have here this here, the height is 50 and width is 50. Let's increase this to 300 by 300. If we save this, there you are, we can see now it starts to look slightly better, but of course the image is still quite big. So we could make this more bigger. Alright, so you can see now a shape of a dog. What we want to do is here, and you can see here this, we have here the ABC, and we have some text in here as well. So this is basically on top of it. So imagine here we would have something like a href. We say tips to train your puppy, and then we'll move this, then we just put in here another paragraph, and then here we say, I'll just copy this a few times. So what happens now, we have a nice paragraph here with some text, and if we refresh here, now as you can see we start to have nice design on it. And this is quite useful as well, because here now we have this double layer on top of it here. This looks beautiful. We have an image, and then we have the text with the image here on top. And as you can see here, if I try to click and drag this image, I'm not able to drag it. And the reason why is because CSS doesn't make it an image. To make it an image, you must have HTML, meaning that if I would have now a new image here, I would say here, image, and then I say source. And this is very important, don't get too confused, because in CSS we use URL. Well, in image, because the CSS is a URL that we extract for the background image. But if you create an image here, you use source. So src. And then we could say your dog.jpg. And if we save this, refresh here, and if I just remove this one here, alright, so we have this, you can see here, we had a max width of 500 pixels, or the width was 500 pixels, so that would mean that the image will stay within this box. Even if the image is bigger right now, you can see here, now we can drag it. As you can see, we can drag this image here, but this one we try to drag, we cannot, but we do get the dog here. We have here only a slice of it. Of course, we can control this. There are some other properties that I'm going to discuss in another video, how we can control this, and that will be in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions regarding this, make sure you put them in the comment section. I'll get back to you. And if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here. You will probably enjoy this as well.